Alright, second level of Heretic, and I just walked right off of the fucking thing. Anyways, let's use a Tome of Power. Back, you beast! Take this! Get away from me! The Tome of Power just makes whatever weapon you're using more powerful. And that was the back of the staff, which you could use to, you know, if you ran out of ammo. And it just makes it be covered with red light. I mean, that wasn't red, blue lightning. I think I've seen it with red lightning before. No, I'm thinking of something else. And it makes the ethereal crossbow really strong. And it basically just makes you shoot more bullets or whatever of the weapon that you're using. It looks pretty cool with the almost at the chainsaw with the gauntlets of the necromancer because it makes the lightning red. Alright. Here's some classic Heretic and Doom, just Doom clone design, where there's a bunch of items up on some ledge you can't reach. This is another level that I don't really remember at all. I do remember this red thing in the center, but I don't remember very much else about the other levels. And then, of course, you've got the doors right here. The women, or the demons, I guess, holding the color of the pearl, or whatever you want to call that, above them as color of the key that you need. It's only yellow, green, and blue, and I think you always find them in that order. That looks cool. How the enemies just explode into just gore, really, or giblets. I believe it's pronounced giblets, but I do know a lot of people say gib, which I've never understood. But alright, if I can ever find my way here. Oh wait, I think I know where to go. Yeah. These doors that just look like big wooden walls. Alright. Yeah, I've been playing the other episodes. Well, I'm only on the second episode, which I never got to as a kid. I never got past the first episode when I was a kid. And I don't know if I played the very last episode. I mean, the very last level of that episode. Those guys clipped through the wall, and they killed me. Clipping through the wall like that. I didn't notice those skulls on the bottom there. That looks cool. I don't know why these walls flash. It almost looks like it's a glitch or something. I always like the skulls hanging from the ropes from the ceiling, too. You can normally activate, damn it, traps or something like that. Well, not traps, really, but activate secrets. Those will come to the ground. That little crossbow. That's something I always like, how your guy laughs when he picks up weapons. He does that in Doom as well. Yeah, I refer back to Doom constantly because this game is basically Doom in a lot of ways. I think this game is what started the Doom clone phenomenon, which is just games built on Doom's engine that play almost exactly like Doom, but with just some slightly... oh shit. There's some slight differences, you know, like, you're not the Marine, you're not in hell, you're not fighting demons. Well, although I am technically fighting demons in this game. Golems and gargoyles and Viking dudes that throw green axes. But I always liked about these id Software looking games, just Doom clones, I guess I could say. Just how everything explodes into this gory pile of blood like that when you kill them. Alright. Yeah, I just activated a switch back there. There's a lot of switch activating, you know, to find the next area. Then you have to wander back and, like, say to yourself, is this the right area? I don't know why you'd say it to yourself unless you're doing a Let's Play video. No, a secret is revealed. This hallway is a secret? Oh, no, this is the secret. Hey, fellas. Alright. You know, I still totally see why I thought they looked like mummies as a kid. They'll always be mummies to me. I didn't know they were supposed to be golems until I started playing this game again. But yeah, like I was saying about the lighting effects, is it kind of looks like it's supposed to be a glitch or something, and I don't know if this was state-of-the-art or impressive or not, but it sort of impresses me right now, just knowing how limited their technology was. Alright, here's the yellow key, just sitting next to some fucking barrels that are always looking at you. Yeah, these games, like, everything always faces directly towards you. Alright, now there's a weapon, a quartz flask, and some ammo for that weapon. But, I'm not sure when this thing, yeah. It was squishy, so you gotta be fast. I remember this. I do remember that right there. I remember grabbing to go get this weapon, because this weapon is probably the best weapon in the episode. It's a toss-up between that and the ethereal crossbow. I'm not gonna use it just yet. Well, I guess I could. No, I'm gonna save some of this ammo. Well, I went back there and found the key, so... Go in the key door. Activating key doors and finally finding the keys was just a huge deal as a kid. That finally meant progression, and for me, that was a huge deal. Because I would just get stuck in games for so long. So this is supposed to be a dragon claw. It'd be a pretty gay-looking dragon. With its, looks like some dragon that wore a bracelet or something, but it doesn't look anything like any dragon claw I ever saw. But I mean, this weapon kind of looks cool to me, just because this weapon was such an accomplishment. And a lot of why I like this game at all is because of all the nostalgia I had for it as a kid. Oh shit! Oh wait, that's only gargoyles. They're really not that big of a deal. I also like about this game and like other old first-person shooters is you don't even see the player's hands. The weapon just hovers in front of them. You can even see the crossbow do some weird bending thing when it shoots. But yeah, this room I distinctly remember, because aside from the first level, I had not played any levels of Heretic since I was at the absolute oldest, the 3rd grade. So it was really crazy coming back to this room, because I distinctly remembered this room. I remember thinking that it always reminded me of sand. The walls always reminded me of sand. And the descent down this hallway was just really something to me. I just really thought it was cool. Sometimes those guys throw red axes, which do a ton more damage. These guys look kind of cool, although I think they're some of the more badly rendered enemies. They're kind of blurry looking, and I don't really remember them. I definitely remembered the gargoyles and the mummies, but these guys, I didn't remember that well. They're the only enemies in the episode that I didn't remember. And the secret is revealed from a slightly different wall texture. And, ooh, the most useful weapon or item in the game. Die, motherfuckers. Oh, shit. Okay, I had to drink an Estus flask. Oh, brother. Everything is Dark Souls. Yeah, quartz flask. It heals you. You have these consumable items, you know, you cycle through them, like so. And I'll use another one. This is a map scroll. It allows you to look at the map, I believe. I'm not even sure how to bring that up, because I just never do it. The torch is what I have selected right now. It'll just light up the area. I don't need it lit up, though. As that mummy's soul hits the ceiling and can't leave, you'll never be free. Time Bomb and the Ancients are basically just landmines that I just end up killing myself with every time I try to use. They're just hourglass. Yeah, that's what they're called, yeah. So I started thinking hourglass figure, and I was like, I'm not saying the right thing. Yeah, they're just hourglasses that explode, and these are just weird bushes that explode in the poison water. I mean, that's another just classic video game thing, is sometimes, you know, there's certain different types of water on the ground. It's not even water, it's just like, it looks like water, but different types of land you can't walk on, it'll hurt you. And I think it's supposed to be poison or something. In Doom, it was like, it was lava later on in Hell, but at first it was, you know, what was the word here? Just poison ground. Yeah, I remember this. I remember I was on this level, and, or at least it was a level I'd been playing. I used to just play levels over and over as a kid, but this was the level I had been playing. And I remember I wanted to play a game like this at school. Like at recess, me and my friends would just screw around and and act out different things that I thought of. It was always me thinking of the stuff, because I don't know, it's not like I'm so special or anything, but it was always me thinking of the games we would play, and sometimes people would offer things, and I actually ended up getting into a bunch of trouble once because I wasn't taking their my friend's suggestions seriously. We were playing like a Mario game, and he was like, "We'll get the wolf power-up." And I was like, "There are no wolf power-ups in Mario." But and we had to let him play with us again. We told him he couldn't play with us, me and another friend, and then he went and told the teacher, and we had to let him play with us, and we had to have the wolf power-up, but I got to decide everything about it. That wasn't the teacher's saying, that was my saying, but that's not the story I wanted to tell. Oh, this is a good spot for a key, I think. And it's hidden pretty well. It's, you know, in this darkness right here, and there's all the other stuff. And it was guarded by just a ton of enemies. But anyways, me and my friends were hanging out on the side of the school. I remember there's this area to the side we would go to where teachers couldn't see us, because teachers used to always tell us not to play violent pretend games. And I was basically just describing Heretic, and I was describing this area. This was the area I wanted us to be in. I always had to paint the picture for everybody else. And it was supposed to be that area back where I was in before, that I said the walls reminded me of sand. And I just remember, I mean, that's basically the point of the story. I just really remember that for some reason. And I remember saying, like, I remember they were saying, like, we have to get to the next level. And, you know, I was thinking basically along the lines of, we can't break the fourth wall. I mean, that's not what I was thinking as a kid, but I was basically thinking that, like, you can't acknowledge that, that there are levels, because that's breaking the fourth wall. Okay, can I make it? Oh, damn it! I have to go do that shit again. Damn it. But yeah, I remember being kind of annoyed, not pissed off at all. But then I started thinking there was something kind of endearing about how stupid they were, I guess. That they were referring to it as the level in the game we were playing. It's just a stupid memory I have. Well, it was me being stupid. I don't think the memory is stupid, but I think a lot of that memory has me being stupid in it. Alright, you have to go past this to get back up to it. Oh man, this is a pain in the ass. I better make it this time. I could have just saved, but I'm trying to keep the saves to a minimum. Although it's not like it really matters. And sometimes switches deactivate, and it can be really confusing if you get lost and you're going through the level again. These levels, like, well, this game, like a lot of old games, has a lot of backtracking in it. That's the armor. It just looks like a shield. I actually think the armor looks kind of lame. It looks cooler in Hexen, which I've been playing a little bit of. I haven't been playing much of anything because I just work all the fucking time. I had to work till 11 yesterday and then come in at fucking 10 today. Fucking bullshit. Don't you know I have video games to play? Got all this money for video games, no time to play them. Oh, shit. I was thinking about this at work, about how I wanted to record a video of this, and about how I just wanted to come home and play video games in general. Shit. I need that torch, couldn't see it. And then I was thinking of, like, I was trying to think, when was the last time I played Heretic? Another bag of holding, I don't think it's useful though. And I could not remember, and I was like, the last time I played Heretic, besides, you know, when I got it again just now, or when I played that first level sometimes when I was in high school, I really think it had been like 2nd or 3rd grade the last time I played it. And that was just crazy to me. Like, what was my life like the last time I played this game? Yeah, I'm looking at this weapon. I always thought it was supposed to be like that. All of that was the weapon, but I actually supposed to think some of that's supposed to be your fist in the weapon, which really doesn't look as cool to me. Because if the weapon is that small, that's lame. But now this weapon is it's your machine gun, And the ethereal crossbow is your shotgun, and the wand is your pistol. You know, the gauntlets of the necromancer is your chainsaw. Where was the damn blue door? Okay, I remember now. It's weird though, and I never realized this as a kid. At least I don't think. But this is a medieval game where you don't use any swords as a weapon. You do in Hexen, which is the sequel to this game. But you don't have any swords as weapons in this game. It's weird. Oh, I thought I killed you. I'm sure I thought the souls coming out of them looked so cool. I remember thinking that was cool, but I saw it was like a skeleton, ghost-looking thing with red eyes. No wonder I loved this game so much. Oh, that's the end of the level. Oh, and my torch wore off. I thought there was some graphic issue. Okay, well, hit the switch and get out of here. I think I found everything. Not quite. Oh well, whatever. None of the secrets are really that interesting. Also, I like this music right here. Now entering the gatehouse. Alright.